Hi guys, it's Norman here. We're here doing another app preview. Today we're going to look at an app for Barragans Mexican restaurant in Los Angeles. Now to preview this app, just come over here and come over to seeyourapplive.com. When you come over to this website, you're going to see a page that looks like this. This right here is the app previewer. It simulates what's going to happen inside of a smartphone, in this case an iPhone. So come over here, click on this button that kind of looks like a play button. It's going to bring up the previewer. Come over here to this bar and type in your app code for Barragans. The app code is Barragans1. Click Load Demo. And this is the mock-up that we did for your app. First thing you'll notice is that we have this pop-up coming up. And this is designed to build your mailing list. If you have a newsletter or some other kind of autoresponder account that you use, this will build up your list. I'm going to hit no right here. And this whole image is basically, we took elements from your website and condensed it down into a format that makes sense for the phone. But I want you to know that this whole image is completely customizable. If you wanted to switch out this taco plate, you could switch it out with a different dish or a different picture. If you wanted to have a different feel for winter, summer, fall, for Christmas, Thanksgiving, you can make it look and feel a different way. These first three buttons here, these aren't active. These are not active because we're on a computer. But if we were on a phone, if you click this, it would automatically dial into your restaurant. This button would create GPS directions from wherever the phone is at directly to your store. This is how your customers would share the app. You can see they can share it via email or on Facebook or on Twitter or through text. Oops. Let's go back here. This is the first tab. It's their home tab. This is where people end up. This is another tab down here. It's your menu tab. So let's click on this. Again, I took all the stuff from your website. So you can see here are your dishes. Here are the prices. Right? People can access this information through the app. Click on here. I think, yep. Here's a picture of the dish, right? I know you guys have this on your website. You can also add some text under here, so if someone wanted to know what chilaquiles con huevos is, you could write a brief description, right? I know some of these you don't have pictures, but you can go ahead and add them anytime you want. You can change it up. Completely customizable. Here's your location tab. I know you guys have 3 locations. I'm actually closest to the Glendale location. This is going to change when the app goes live. Here are some more buttons. View map, call us, view website. It'll bring up your web page directly inside their phone. Email us. Here's a list of your opening hours. And here's your messages tab. Now, what this is, it works in with what's called push notifications. So, a push notification basically allows the owner of an app to send a message or push a message onto the screen of the phone of whoever has downloaded that app. So, in this picture here, here's a push notification that was sent out by the AP News, right? Breaking news story. And this person got this message because they downloaded the AP News app. But with you and your business, you could have the same technology working for you. So let's say you had a slow day on a Thursday, right? And you wanted to pull some more customers into your store. You could send out a push notification like this, and you could say, hey, for the next 2 hours, we're running a special. Whoever comes in the next 2 hours and shows me that push notification message, we'll give you half off on your entree, or we'll give you a free margarita with your meal, or whatever else you could think of to incentivize them to come into your store. So you can literally reach out over the phone and pull customers into your store. It's awesome technology. It's really what sets a mobile application. It's really what makes the difference between a mobile application and a mobile website is this technology. And this message here, this message gets read 97% of the time because people are so attached to their phones nowadays. And for you to be able to send out a marketing message right here is huge, right? Because email, there's so much junk email going around nowadays. Email gets read about 4% of the time. If you're really good and you're like crazy good, you can maybe get 10 or 12 or 16, but you're not going to get 97%. And direct mail, like flyers and promotional material in the slow mail, that gets around usually like a 1 to 2% open rate. So this is 97%. That's huge, right? So this tab over here um, works in with that. So if someone gets one of those messages, it'll pop up over here, and it's awesome technology. So if you hit this More tab, here are some of your other tabs that come up. And again, there's a lot more features here. This is a About Us tab. I took this from your website. I think it's the history of your restaurant. And you can create other tabs like this. So if you had other information you wanted to share, just push of the button. Get our newsletter. So if someone were to click on that initial pop-up that's designed to build your newsletter up, they would come to this screen. And this is designed to build up your newsletter list if you're using an autoresponder account. And again, this faded out image in the background, you can switch that up. So on this page, you could have it look one way. On another page, you could have it look another way. On the home page, you could have it look another way. So it's completely customizable. Events. I know you guys have Taco Mondays and Margarita Wednesdays. I know you have other events going on. And of course, you can add them in here. These are recurring events. Sorry. Fan wall. So what this is, it's kind of like a interactivity thing with your customers. If they come in, they download your app, and they have a good experience in your restaurant, they can come over here and write a comment. Like, I just had a great meal at Barragans. Glad to stop by. And whoever downloads the app can come over here and look at those comments. And if someone left maybe an inappropriate comment or something you don't want to be up there, you can go ahead and just delete it anytime you want. Tip calculator. Okay. I think this is a cool function actually because, number one, you're going to get the right tips. But number two, as you can see in the background, it's completely branded to your business and your company. And it's attached to your app. So let's say someone downloads your app, but then they're in another restaurant and they're trying to figure out the tip. What they would do is they would open up your app to get a hold of this tip calculator, and they're figuring out the tip, but the whole time they're looking at your brand in the background. So they're being reminded of your restaurant and your brand, but they're in someone else's restaurant. And I just think that's really cool. There's an image gallery tab. We took these images from your website. They show up like this. Of course, you can change them out, switch them up. Here's the Send Us Your Pics tab. So what this is it allows your customers who come in to use their smartphones to take pictures in your restaurant, and they can post them up to your app. So you can go ahead and have your customers help you out with some of the photography work, and it's just like another cool interactive feature that you can use to connect with your customers. QR coupons. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with what a QR coupon is, but a QR coupon looks like this. It's this funny looking image here. And what this is it's really close to like a barcode. And people can scan these images with their phones, and you can basically redirect them to any website, or in this case, with this app, you can kind of start tallying those scans up. So you could have this set to 0 out of 10, and once they reach that 10th scan, it would unlock this bonus or this this incentive right here. So you could have it set to where they could only scan the image once every 24 hours. Once they come in 5 times, 10 times, you could go ahead and give them this incentive, like maybe a free margarita, 2 for 1 tacos, half off an entree, anything. It's just about getting creative. And people actually use these like this, right? They put them on their table tents. And here's the QR coupon right down here. Here's another one. Again, QR coupon. And if you pay attention to your customers when they're in your restaurant, when they're waiting for their food, what are they doing, right? I bet you more than half of them are on their phones. They're looking at something on their phones, on their internet in some way. And if you show them this, chances are they're going to interact with it. Just because, they're waiting for their food, they really don't have anything to do. You're giving them a way to interact with you and your store and your brand just right there on your table. I think, yeah, realtors use it this way, but for you guys, this would be the way. Or you could do it through newspapers or flyers, anywhere where you could like print a message or an ad. You can include a QR coupon and give them a way to, number one, download your app this way, and number two, work up points towards those incentives through those QR coupons. Okay, here's some more features down here. The check-in coupon. So the check-in coupon is like the QR coupon, but instead of having to scan that QR image, this works off the phone's internal GPS, because the phone actually knows that you're in the restaurant. So what this is that they would come to your restaurant and this would activate. It would allow them to check in. And yeah, I see I'm not quite there because I'm on my computer. But when you're in the restaurant, you could check in and you could work up towards, again, another incentive. I put here, check in 10 times for a free entree. And it's just a way to incentivize your customers to keep coming back to your store, to work towards getting those bonuses or free offers you want to give them. Here's Yelp. I connected your app to your page over on Yelp. Let's see. And yeah, there it is. If you guys have Facebook or Twitter or a YouTube channel or a blog, we can connect those all up to your app and people could access it 24 hours a day. So that's it right now. That's kind of just a brief mock-up that we made. If you the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and try it out for yourself. So behind this pop-up window, it should be this page, See Your App Live. So all you have to do is go ahead, click on this X right here. That'll close the pop-up. It'll bring you to See Your App Live. And then, remember this. It's going to bring up your the app previewer. Click on here. Remember your app code was Barragans1. And you can go ahead and play around with the app yourself. If there's different functionality you like, or if you just want to check it out. And if you're interested in actually putting this into your business, having it go live in the Apple Store and the Android Store, contact us. Phone number is 818-794-9190, or you can email us at info@thoushallthaveapps.com. So once again, my name is Norman Ho. I work with Thou Shalt Have Apps. Thank you for your time and have a great day.